Hi. I made it. It's been a funny week, but I'm here and I'm ready to make some more sounds in Unity and PD. Episode 11 of our rapidly expanding sound design project where we take a game-like experience that Neil Moody has made in Unity, and Neil and I take turns doing the sound design for it. I don't think either of us expected us to go this far, but we've both gotten really into it. I would say we're maybe a few episodes away from finishing, but let's see how it goes. I was having this just this afternoon. I was having my annoying crashing issue again, so you may see me crashing and restarting Unity a ton, but I'm now so used to it that I'm just redoing. I do it kind of in my sleep, so I should hopefully be able to just do that real quick, no matter what. But I do apologize if that's boring to watch. You're gonna watch it anyway. So here we are. Let's have a look at what they where the game is, what Neil managed to make. I mean, I've already had a look, so there we go. And it sounds super great. Let's have a look at what he did, and a listen, see where we're at, and then I'm gonna check my to-do list. Oh boy, my computer. There we go. I feel like somewhere in there that intro got screwed up. Something worth looking at. Like I didn't get the sense of moving through each word there. So we'll revisit. Let me write that down before I forget. We'll revisit that. Okay, and then we're in this room. Where is the stuff? Hey, where is everything? Hello. Oh, there it is. I think my mouse wasn't focused on the... What's going on here? It was right there. Holy moly, what's going on with the game? This is not how it's meant to work. Okay. It's a nice black screen. Come on. There it is. Oh, I'm upside down. How did that happen? Okay. Up. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think maybe something went wrong with my mouse or something when I jumped through that door. Because that's not right at all. And yeah, it's doing the crashy thing. So cool. We're off to a good start here. The first thing we'll do is open my to-do list and let's have a look at the things that I'm curious in playing around with. So yarn ideas. And we'll see. Okay, so at the end of the list, let me add the thing. Check the spatialization of the granular things at the beginning, because I did not get the impression that they were working right. And I actually, in retrospect now, a couple weeks ago, I feel like I may have noticed that then without realizing. So let me just check and see what's happening. Did I screw something up? Yes. No. Okay. So the spatialization for that and that. The settings appear to be okay. Okay. Basically, these four should all be identical. Yeah, okay. But the way I did it was I've got them in four separate patches. Now, I wonder if I didn't at some point like break a subpatch in here or something. Let's just have a look at So I feel like I shouldn't be able to hear this. Yes, I did break it. Somewhere along the line, why would I have done this? Somewhere along the line, I took out the spatialization of this granular thing. Why did I do that? Okay. There we go. So it needs to have this. I think Neil did a bunch of this in the patch in his stream last week too. For the spatialization to work, you need to have this ADC object, basically attenuating, doing the panning because it's like a placeholder sound, and it's doing the panning. That's the panning information that's coming from Unity, and it needs to then attenuate the sound from the left and right channels accordingly. And then I've got a little test mode for when I open up the patch that I can actually listen to it, which is cool. But somewhere along the line, I just was like, oh, I really need to hear what this sounds like. I was probably fixing a bug or something, and then I never went back and fixed it. So, okay, cool. I can take that off my list. Well, I feel reasonably confident that without even testing it, I can take that off my list. Okay, cool. Good work, everybody. Now, so that should fix those those 4 things. So let's jump straight to something that I really want to do. Even though we actually haven't played through the thing. But the thing I really want to do, I feel like we're far enough along in this project where we can start revisiting things. This is probably not helping the performance here, that when the way I'm doing the boop sounds and the stepping stones is I have some absurd number of instances of the stepping stone. Or am I? No, I have 1 stepping stone boop. Okay, so that's fine actually. But what I'm doing is I'm sending every time you step on a boop, you step on a sound, I'm doing so poorly today. Every time you step on a stone, you send a bang to this PD patch. This PD patch, which I'm sure I will have to edit anyway for doing this, so let's open it up. Dear Lord, is there anything worse than opening Visual Studio? Like, it's just the worst user experience. Okay, so every time I receive a bang, it just steps through this array, which I believe is a 10-step array. Now that's kind of too bad. Because what that means is if you just jump onto a single stone back and forth, it'll step through that array. And that doesn't feel right to me. It's never felt right. What I actually think it should be is that each stone should have its own note, right? So let's have a look at something. I'm going to do something else instead. I've just broken it there. Okay, so there are 36 plus 1, 37. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to change that array to a 37-step array. That will still be randomized. So I'll do that first. So 37 size. This, I believe I can just do 37. Oh dear Lord, go away, Visual Studio. Okay. And good enough. There's my random array. Okay. I just keep clicking them until it looks nice. Ooh, that one looks good. Okay, so there's my thing. Sequence size. In fact, I sort of half implemented a thing there. But what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to this will be slightly tedious, and there's probably an automatic way to do this, but I'm not going to do it. because I don't know how. What I'm going to do is change my scripts to send a variable bang message. So I don't believe, are we using this button to bang thing anywhere else? Is it too risky to just change it? How do you, is there a way of like just checking where a script is being used? Can I do that? Find reference in scene. Yeah, okay, so I can see, right, so this is everything that is using this script, is that right? Now there appear to be, okay, I think this will be fine because what I think it's doing is, I think that is the stone that is in, is there a way of seeing where this is? Where are these? Yeah, this is fine. This is totally fine because those are the two stepping stones, are both using the same button to bang thing. Okay, and that's great because I'll change the other patch too. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, so that'll be fine as long as I remember to change them in both. So what I'm going to do is add another a variable in here. So it'll say public how does this work again? Int public int is that a thing? Stone number. Does that work? Is that how you do it? And then in here I'll just say plus stone number and plus stone number. Let's see if that works. Such a good, that's how I code. Hopefully what this will do is in my button to bang script here, it'll just make another little field that says integer or for a number. Yeah, stone number. Okay, cool. So stone number 0, perfect. So what I have to do is just go through all these, and is there not an easy way to just like not, or just like automate this? I guess, because this feels tedious. This is the part I was thinking might be tedious. How quickly can you watch me click over here, go into stone number 11, go into stone number 12. And all I'm going to have to do from here is in my PD patch, I will, let's see, oh boy, how am I going to do this in PD? Is this dumb? No, it's not. Maybe I don't even need it to be. No, maybe I'll just send send a float instead of a bang. Okay, I believe that this will not be wasted work. So I'm going to keep going on it since I'm in a roll. And what I'll do instead in that script, I'm actually going to change, instead of creating a message out of it, which is just kind of pointless, because then I'd have to interpret that message with either some absurd number of receives or whatever. What I'll do is instead, it will send a float, right? So instead of, okay, cool. So let's go back here. Instead of send bang, let's just send float, and let's just send that number. And it will send it with the message, because when you send a float, you have to send it with the message. Stepstone on, comma, stone number, right? That's a much better way, I think. Am I doing that right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, string receiver float value. And then I don't even need to, this is such a better way of doing it. Okay. Okay. All good. Is it going to keep my stone number? Okay, cool, cool, cool. Now, I don't need any of this stuff because I'm not going to do a counter. I'm not sure. Well, yeah, let's see. Okay, so receive. What was it? Stepstone? Stepstone on. And I need to have receive stepstone off or else Unity is unhappy. But am I going to use it? Like, not a huge fan of that like sound thing that I've been doing, but I don't know. Let's see. So currently, does it matter what number the stepstone off is? I don't think it does. I just like anytime I get a stepstone off, I just want it to go down to 0. Right? So it'll be like stepstone 10. And then you step off of it and it sounds like that. Okay. And then, yeah, 10, you go back on 10. Cool. Yeah, I think that'll be much better. Okay, cool. So that's a start. Now, the next thing is, so I also wanted to improve the sound of this. So here, I'm just gonna stick a little message, or no, what I'll do, I'm gonna, for testing purposes, I'm gonna make a little up, select 0 or 1 0, and random 37. Okay, so that simulates walking into a random thing. Now, first thing I want to do is make a better envelope, so I was thinking it should probably be like, boom, right? So I know people use V-line. I'm kind of anti-V-line just because I don't know, I'm just like a snob, I think. I'm going to try to keep it with line. Let's see if I can figure out. I can never, it's not that I'm a snob, it's that I can never keep the like giant chains of messages straight in V-line. This is my little delay unit down there. Okay, so what I want it to do is, what is it doing now? It's going choosing my frequency, then going to 1 out of, and with a slight attack. I'm happy to leave that. Then I think what I'd like to do, yeah, I think what I'll have is a delay here of, should we say 50? I think it should be quite quick. And that can go down to like 0.4 over I'm going to need to do a different thing here. Okay, so this will be my release. So I'll go to 0 over 600. Let's say, let's make it a little longer. 600. Okay, so that, we got our attack and we got our release. Now I just need a kind of some sort of decay, I guess, because the sustain is actually controlled by the player on the thing. So delay here. Let's wait a minute. No, this is getting confusing. Okay, so it's going to 1 over 9 milliseconds, then waiting. Here, let's actually make this 60, because now I want it to go to 0.3 over, I don't know, 100 milliseconds? Let's see what that sounds like. It's maybe actually a little long, right? I think it should probably be 50. And maybe that's a little short, so that means... Oh, or is it the other way around? Maybe it should be like... Really, I should have these on some kind of like knobs or something so that I can actually... There we go. That sounds nice. Okay, cool. So that's better. I think that'll read better. Then I'm also wondering about just like an improvement on OSC, like the sine wave. Meh. I mean, I'm no like synthesis expert. You can probably tell. But I'm a big fan of Tabosk. I don't know if you all use Tabosk. Is it Tabosk 4? Yeah, Tabosk 4. And then let's just like make an array. And the weird thing about Tabosk is that it has to use an array that is power of 4 plus 3. So I believe it's 259. And let's call this sound wave, or just wave. Okay, so that'll be our wave. And let's just see what that sounds like. Now, does Tabosk require a signal? Yeah, I believe it does. So that's fine. Hey? Yeah, we could end up actually blending the two and doing a kind of nice dual oscillator thing. Okay, so let's do it like that. Give us a little accidental jazz, but I shouldn't keep that. Okay, I mean that's a little, it's just like, what I'm kind of looking for is just a little bit more texture in the sound. Yeah, and that's like way too much, but maybe it's about chucking a low pass filter on it and then also combining it with the sine wave. That's kind of nice. I feel like it could be quieter. Also wondering if it... this is feeling a little bit better to me now, and I think it might just be a nicer thing overall. So let's have a listen. We should also hear our better granular spatialization. Yes, much better. Okay, I didn't end up upside down this time. I think I must have flicked my mouse really quickly without realizing it. Okay. So, boy, is this gonna work? Okay. Yeah! That's the first note. Oh, that's so much better. Okay. That's been bugging me for so long. This is such a relief. I don't know why. This is such a tiny thing, but... Now let's keep going and hear the rest of it, because Neil's done some really awesome stuff here. Woo! Ooh, I think there's another sound design bug in there. Okay, that sounded pretty good though. Yeah, I think maybe I need to check out those door crashing sounds, because I think they might not be properly spatialized. Okay. Ooh. I will listen again here. Oh no, this one doesn't have it. I'm really pleased with that. Okay, so this is where these won't work, I don't think, now. Or will they kind of half work? Yeah. So I need to redo that. That won't take long at all. This is where the new stuff Neil worked on really comes, because there's this really awesome whispering thing. Check this out. This is super great. I think in addition to that, my voice thing should still work too. Boop! Oh, maybe it's not on. Well, that's nice. Oh my goodness, my mouse. I think there's something wrong with my mouse is actually what's happening. There we go. Yes. This transition's so great. Whew! Almost walked through that door by accident. Woo! I am really pleased with this. Oh, that's super awesome. I'm really pleased with that. Now this room needs a lot of work, I think. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna stop there. Let's fix that. The other one, is this gonna crash again? Yes, it is. Okay, so let's fix that other one, which will be the chord one. So what we need to do there is yep. Now I believe it uses the same. That's what we discovered, that it uses the same. Oh, hey, Alistair. Hey. It uses the same scripts, but it uses boop chords instead. So we use boop chords, and is this how I did this? Right. Okay, this is actually going to take a little bit more effort than I thought. Okay, so okay, so let's have a look at this, because now that in the second time round, it basically like takes the patch and which is this one that I just made. So I'm going to copy this into here, because I can only have one of them. So then, and then I can copy all this to replace my that. Okay, and then what else do I have to change? So now what I have to do is, oh, and then how many of those are there? So we're talking void 2, is that right? Stepping stones. So in this case, there are 28. Okay. 28. Is there somewhere else I need to change it? I certainly need to do it in here. I actually don't need to do this because it's just going to go through the first 28 anyway, but why not? Okay, then, oh no, I just changed it in the wrong patch. Let's not do that. Okay. Okay, I want to do it in here. So, ooh, oh, this is also interesting. So I don't want to do it this way, do I? Because currently, I had no idea I was doing it this way. This is so dumb. I guess I'm making 3 and, oh no, this is correct. I am doing this correctly. But you know what? I might do this differently. Okay, let's have a look. It's nothing like revisiting a patch you did on a stream. Okay, so this is how I'm doing it right now. It's counting, that's what this is, through an array of, what? Right, but each array is different. Okay, I really don't need to do it that way at all. Because I could actually do all this from one array and just offset it, right? I think. So if I have a single array, it reads all those things. Let's do that. Okay, so tab read, I'll just call it chord array. I only need one of these. I'll put it in here. And it needs to be, what did I say? 28 steps long. I'm going to call it chord array. And just for clarity's sake, I'm going to have it go from 1 to 0. Size 28. And tab right. Chord array. Okay. Boom. Great. So there's my random array. Then I'm going to receive stepstone on is going to be a float. So I'm going to send that number to there. Receive stepstone off. Oh no, you know what? I'm not even going to do it like this. Can't tell me what to do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take that out of there. Put it in my instances here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to offset my tab reading by the instance number. So plus $1, because clone is great. Or it has a couple limitations, but it's generally great. Okay, so, and then so far so good. So far so good. I'm going to copy a couple things here. Because I'd like to be able to actually hear it. And then a bang. So receive stepstone off. This is where I need my... Okay, I'm going to redo my thing. Right, okay. Like that. Like that. Like this. Got an attack. I've got a here. Basically just kind of copying everything I did before, but with the kind of idea that I'll be able to build chords this time. Okay, is that correct? That feels correct. Okay. Whoops. Okay. That's pretty promising. I think that'll do it. I don't know whether I should try to test it somehow. Ooh, I know how I'll do it. Send stepstone on. Send stepstone off. Okay, so it's like the number 13. Why not? And this should be a 4-note chord now. Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Ooh, okay. Microtonal harmony. That sounds brilliant. I think that's a lot better as well than the previous iteration. Okay, should we try it? Who's with me? Okay. Let's just jump straight to that room, I reckon. Is it this room? I think it's this room. Okay, where are my chords at? Yeah! No! Oh! I know why. I haven't set any of the variables yet. Oh, dear Lord, is this going to crash again? Okay. It's fine. It's okay. Don't mind. This isn't bothering me at all. I'd really like to know what's making this crash all the time. I really think it's my sound card settings. But it could be any number of things. Okay, so I need to change the set the variables in that script, which I hadn't done at all yet. So, and let me make sure that the first one's actually it saved it, because it would be really, oh my god, it totally didn't. Okay, so 1, 2. Cool, this will make for some good watching. How's everybody doing today? I don't know, am I the only one that finds like themselves when using Unity just like constantly running into this thing where I'm just like making like selecting a thing, going over to the inspector, changing it, I mean, I recognize that probably, I mean, no, not probably. It is absolutely certain that there is a nice way of scripting this so that it it picks the instance number or something. Or is there? I mean, at some point you'd have to type the number in somewhere. I mean, I guess you could like scrape the number of this like cloned or like the duplicated number in parentheses that it chooses, but I don't know. I mean, that'd be a pain. I mean, certainly if you scripted the instantiation of these objects, then yeah, sure, why not? You would have that. You could just then pass that number into this script as well, or into to the same script, but it just access the number, like which instance it is. But we're not doing it this way. This is like a hard-coded, hard-designed thing. Does that mean it's just impossible? I don't know. Okay, save that. Same thing with the other stepping stones. 0, 1, 2. And it's like, you can like select a ton of things and a ton of objects and then edit all of their settings together at the same time, which is great. But is it possible to like select a ton of objects and then give them all sequential numbers in a field like this? I think that would be quite useful too. And the other thing is, I often find in things like Unity, I'll get angry that a feature doesn't exist, and then people will be like, what? Why didn't you just hold down Option and Shift and like do it normally like a normal person? And then I'll realize it's my own fault. What's going on there? Why is there something extra there? For some reason, on that one object, it's in a different order. Maybe that's like the first one I tested it on or something. Cool, so are you guys really into sequential numbering systems? Because I am. We're almost there. 27. Ritual save. Okay, we are done. That means I can check those things off my list, which is pretty exciting. Okay, make the stepping stones have variables that step through the sequence, so each stone reproduces the same note. I have rarely achieved a design aim or written down a design aim and achieved it as accurately as that, so well done me. Certainly change the audio device to be default. Oh yeah, that's why the microphone trick thing isn't working. Well, we'll do that later. Okay, change the stepping stone synth to be more interesting sounding. Use the pseudo FM thing I made in my tutorials. Well, I didn't do that, but I have made the synth more interesting sounding, I think. Okay, make hallway door shatters sound better. Change the echo to use del read 4 tilde because it's much better. Okay. So there are a couple different things there. First thing I want to do is check the spatialization on the door shattering, because I suspect, I don't know, I'm not sure, but I felt like the first time I heard it shatter, it just didn't, like, part of the door was shattering in a different way than the other. So let's just make sure. Okay, spatializer, fix, loop, 3D. That's all done correctly. Let's have a look at my breaking door patch. And then, oh geez Louise, what have I done? Okay, so door break 1. That's so dumb. Oh, Jan, why? Yeah. Okay, so not only, I mean, judging from a very quick look at this, I mean, not only have I not, I've just like not implemented any spatialization into this at all. So, I'm gonna need to redo it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chuck a ton of throw and catch objects into this because I think it'll work better and make it a lot easier for me. Why I'm putting these all into times $1 times tilde1 is a question for the ages. I mean, maybe that was where I meant to implement the things, but crash pitch, cool. That's not working for whatever reason, but oh, there we go. Oh, right. Okay, so, okay. That will also, there's also a possibility in there to make the sound better. Okay, first thing at a time. Let's get the spatialization working, actually. So I'm going to just, let's start all over on all this. And, yeah, okay. And what have I got currently? I've got it going 1, which does that and that. 2, which does that, and that, and then 3, which does most of them, including, oh, I'm just hearing the delay there. Okay, let's get rid of the delay for now. Okay, right. Okay, so throw, is it throw? Oh gosh, I always mix that up. Output left. Throw, it is, okay, and I'm just gonna actually put it in this subpatch. It'll be a lot easier. Or no, oop, why not? Let's keep it. And I believe I always get this mixed up. You can have multiple throws, but only a single catch. Is that right? Any number of throw objects can add into one catch. Okay, cool. So throw output right. Okay, catch output left, dash output left, catch output right. Then let's do this properly. Oh, and let's do the same thing in here. Okay, so this patch is doing it, but doing stuff but pitched. So my thinking is I could actually put a bit of randomization in there, just to make it sound much better. Okay, so here's where I'm going to actually do my spatialization. Now I know Neil has made his ADC helper object, but I'm sorry, Neil, but I find it a little bit confusing, so I actually just do it a different way. So I'm going to do, this is not as proper, but I'm just going to do this. Okay, so that will let me test audio. Okay. And it's totally not working. Why not? Oh, because I'm using underscores. That was loud. Okay. Why is that? Oh, because that sound is crazily loud. Crash 4. Are all of my crashes really loud? Yeah, so let me, I'll do it like this. Times tilde 0.4. Okay, cool. So now I've got a pitch situation going on in here already, right? Don't I? Times $2. Yeah, there we go. So why don't I randomize that slightly? So $2. And is this where I'm playing it? I think that's where I'm playing the sound from. Okay, so what I'm doing is creating a number that I'm multiplying that by. So I mean, this is a really dumb way of doing it, but maybe I could just like add a random number into this length. That's the worst. Let's try it. Okay, so random 500. That's quite big. Random 100. Oh, I'm gonna really need, actually I'm gonna need to do that first. Okay, so what I'll do is do that one instead. Okay, random 100 there, then plus okay. Well, that's not working. What if I made it way bigger? The difference is quite subtle there, I guess, because I don't know why. I would have thought it would be more drastic than that, but I guess. I mean, I'm already repitching the sound down by like 3. Right, okay, so right now it's almost a 2-second long sound. It's already multiplying it by 3 in this case, so it's making it a 6-second long sound. So then the difference between playing it back over 6 seconds versus playing it back at 6.5 seconds is like minimal. So really, it should be, instead of doing it that dumb way, which is, it was dumb, I will admit, I should take this number and multiply it by some ratio between like, I don't know, 1.5 and 2.5, or no, like 0.75 and 1.25 or something like that. So let's do random 50 divided by 100. Wait, is that right? So that gives me a number between 0 and 0.5 minus 0.25. Okay, there we go. Then times that. Let's try that. Okay, cue way more crunchy sounds. Okay, that didn't work. Why? Oh, because that's, okay, right. That was a terrible way of doing it. I need to then add 1 to that. Is that right? I need to have a look at my random number. I'm so bad at math. Okay, 1, 3. Well, that, there we go. Okay, that's a much more reasonable set of numbers. Okay, cool. Now, what that means is that each time that crash sound is played, it's at a slightly randomized amount. And now let's also maybe put some of this reverb back in, I guess, because it sounded pretty nice. Let's see what it sounds like now. Oh, I actually need to hook it up as well. So there, and there. So that would be crash 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think some of those might be too long, but I think that will be better. Certainly it will be spatialized. So let's have we'll listen to that, and then I'll probably call it a day. Let's have a listen to all our doors and just see how it goes. A real, like, bug fixy type day, huh? Okay. Oh, that sounds so much better. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's much more satisfying now. Feeling good about that. Yeah. Okay. There's a funny occlusion. Oh. Yes, that's so much better. Okay, so it's much more subtle that way. Yeah, that door breaking is way more subtle because it's not being smashed at maximum volume in your face anymore. So that is much better. I wonder if there's a way to make the audio transition there a little better, but... Woo! Oh, I never turned on the microphone on the echo. Well, maybe next time on my next stream I'll play around with the echo thing a lot more and try to get it much slicker, because I think it's really cool, but needs work. Oh, again, that is so much more satisfying. Okay. Yeah, interesting. So I didn't do any direct work on this room. Ooh, I forgot I changed the ambient sounds in here. I added that little crunchy thing. That's pretty nice, actually, isn't it? Oh, I'm pleased with that. Totally forgot about it. So I didn't do any direct work in this, but I think it will sound better because of that randomization stuff. So let's see how, and the spatialization. So let's see how it goes. Yeah. Yeah, it is a bit better. I think there's more to be done there, but that sneaks up on you. Okay. Right, this room is, I think, is going to be a whole set of things. So we'll leave it for now. Cool. Well, that's me for today, I think. That's definitely some improvements. I mean, I think it's interesting how much a lot of that was just me wanting to go through and revisit a few things that I had kind of implemented quickly, and it is very satisfying to do that and to go back and do them better, and I think it does make a really big difference. So yeah, still on my to-do list is what, let's see. Yeah, I can probably keep most of these things on here, right? Because I still want make hallway door shadows sound better. I still kind of want to do that, and then I want to play around more with that echoing situation. Do basically what we just did now, but for that, and a few small technical things. But the really big remaining creative one is that last room. So we're getting there. We're getting there. A few more episodes, and I think we might have a finished project. So thanks for watching, everybody. It's been great. Nice to see some new names. Well, familiar names, but new to the stream in the chat. So yeah, come on back anytime. See you again soon. Thank you very much. Neil will be